Hey guys, I'm back again for another video that hopefully you guys can enjoy. Um, Again, I'm thankful to be back here doing these videos and able to feel somewhat good about myself, aside from the health issues, severe neck problems. But this video is literally nothing at all about myself. Nothing whatsoever about myself. This video has to do with how ignorant people in our society is. Just so freaking ignorant. Um, the video is in large part about a man by the name of Tom Willett, aka Featureman, on YouTube. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's been on YouTube since pretty much the ground level. He's been here for I think 17 years, since 2006. Um, the man has done nothing but create brilliant, brilliant content on YouTube. Um, those of you that don't know him may have seen his famous videos where he was cloning himself, making doubles of himself sitting down in his backyard, eating watermelon. Other videos just giving life lessons to the youth, younger people, and people in general about life and also Hollywood, because this man used to be a Hollywood actor and he put in a number of years in Hollywood. Very successful, prominent man. Also, very good investor. He knows how to invest his money. Need I say more? I don't really think I have to say any more about Tom Willett. But this video is in large part dedicated to him, but also explaining how corrupt and how toxic and disturbing our country is. And I shouldn't even say our country, I should say the world, globally, as a global level. It's 2023. Literally, it's the year 2023. And I remember back in the day when I first started using the internet, in the 90s, late 90s, when I was like, I don't know, 10, 11 years old. And everything was so accessible. I could go into a kid's chat room or whatever kind of chat room, email chat, and say whatever I want. I could say whatever the hell I want. My parents used to get on me. They'd be like, Justin, are you misbehaving again on the internet? Blah, 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 blah. We all know the shenanigans. And I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. But anyways, it was like so free, back in like the mid to late 90s, the internet, you could say whatever the fuck you want. I'm sorry, using the F word, but I'm just going to say it. You could say whatever the fuck you want. Then, once I got older, come to the 2000s, early to mid 2000s, same thing. You could go on somebody's Facebook or MySpace or whatever, email, chat. It didn't matter, and you could say whatever the hell you want. You could say anything. There was no. It was basically like the Western days of the internet. Like the Old West. Hey, enter at your own risk. Enter at your own risk. There's no rules. No rules. Enter at your own risk. And you used to be able to go in, chat rooms, say whatever the fuck you want. MySpace back in the day, Facebook, all that stuff. Just do whatever the hell you want. Say what you want, do what you want. And there was like no kind of restriction. There was no restriction. And I remember growing up thinking, well, that's just the way that the world is. It's normal, right? Right? It's normal as you grow older to have basically no boundaries. Zero boundaries. And I thought about it for a while. And I thought, yeah, that's just the way it is. It's the way that it is. No boundaries. None. Zilch. Zilch. And I used to think, well, this is cool, as I grow up, things are going to get easier and easier. You can just say whatever the fuck you want, do whatever the fuck you want, act however the fuck you want to act. And I thought that's the way the world was going to progress over and over and over, over time. I thought that it was going to be like this. Up, 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 up. Just keep going with no boundary. No boundary whatsoever. Well, apparently I was wrong, because now it's the year 2023. I am now 37 years old. Yeah, I feel old, young, old, same time. 37 years old. And things changed drastically over these last few years. Like, instead of taking the X-rated content and going, whoa, up here, we've taken the X-rated content and gone, whoop, shrunk way down. It has become so comical, that we can't even tell jokes anymore, on social media. Certain jokes get censored, blocked, and it's just like, wow. Like, I remember back in the day when, you tell your friend, he's fucking a faggot, he's gay, whatever. People laughed at that. They thought it was funny. They were like, oh, that's so fucking funny. Now, you tell somebody they're a faggot or they're gay or whatever, in a joking way. Not literal, but just joking. People take it serious. They take it serious. And I don't even know what to say, but I've come to the conclusion that we are literally heading in the direction of Demolition Man, the movie Demolition Man, where everybody is so fucking sensitive. Oh, like, oh, that's too rough. Don't touch me. I really feel like we've moved into that direction of Demolition Man, into the future where you don't touch people, you don't offend people verbally, whatever, fuck, and it's just really sad, because growing up as a kid, I was born in 1986, March 1986, and I remember as a kid growing up into the 90s, I would watch Mike Tyson fights, either on pay-per-view through the Scrambler or the delay a week later, tape delay. I'd watch Mike Tyson fights, you know, and it was such a freaking savage time to grow up in. Just so fucking savage. And I remember, like, man, watching these guys duke it out. They're like, bam, 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 bam. Duke it out. And it was brutal. Mike Tyson would fucking destroy the guy, damn near kill the guy in the ring. And people cheered. They were like, wow, that was great enjoyment for our money that we paid. We paid to watch this. Or like, as well, at the same time, MMA, mixed martial arts, underground. It was definitely more underground then. Brutal fights, blood, knuckles, giving your heart, to each fight. And back then, in that era, the 80s, 90s, early 2000 era, felt like, it just felt real. Like we were actually living a real life, doing things, our way, enjoying our life, watching great, realistic entertainment. And, you just don't see that today anymore, excuse me. Anymore nowadays, like, I feel like everything is just so fucking staged and fucking fake and, like, soft. Everything's soft, They've made the MMA soft. Boxing's been soft for a while now. We don't have any real great, pound for pound boxers that really rock the world like Mike Tyson, for example. We don't have those guys. And I remember the news, back in the day, Fox, CNN, whatever, those were the main news sources, CNN. And I remember they used to be like really brutal, honest about stuff that happened. They were brutally honest about the news. They didn't pick sides. They didn't say, oh, the left's better, the right's better, left, right, blah, 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 blah. They didn't do that. It was more neutral. They just broadcasted the news the way that they saw it, the way that it was. And I just hate the fact that now, today in 2023, everything has to have a spin. Everything's got to have a little spin. You turn on the news and they tell you the news to a degree, but then they put their own little spin on it and they tell you, oh, he's a jerk, he's an asshole, he's a loser. He's a loser because he doesn't support same-sex marriage or blah, 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 And it's like, I just get so tired of the narratives. And partially, I'm actually thankful that CNN recently, I don't know if you guys know this, got bought out by this multi-billionaire that he happens to believe, I think he happens to be a Republican, which is the opposite of CNN, Democrat. But he's an open-minded, like, he's basically more like a independent person, even though he's a Republican. And he bought him out. If you guys notice now, CNN is now starting to be more natural. They're starting to report the news in a more organic way. They're not being biased. They don't hate on Trump. They don't hate on whoever. They're just being non-biased. And I think that's great. I think that is amazing for the world. I think we need more non-biased networks, programs that communicate with us, the people. I think we need more non-biased news. Just report the news. You know, like if a kid gets run over by a car, report that. Say a child got ran over by a car, unfortunately he died, or fortunately he lived. And just report it like that. You don't have to say, oh, the kid was white, the driver of the car was black, or the kid was black, the driver of the car was white. You know, you don't have to make this a freaking racial thing or a political thing. Just report the goddamn news. Report the news. That's it. And, you know, backpedaling to where I started this video talking about Featureman, aka Tom Willett. You know, I was reading lots and lots of comments, and people emailed me about this, asking me my opinion of this. Lots of people say, you know, hey, what's your view on Tom Willett, you know, Featureman on YouTube? What's your view of his discretions back in the 70s? I believe it was the early 70s. So you're talking like, I don't know, 50 years ago. And the dude today is 85 years old. Look, my opinion of Tom Willett, aka Featureman, he's an amazing YouTuber. He creates amazing content. I love his graphics and special effects. You know, he'll be doing a video and a little dinosaur will start popping up. You know, or the color of the screen will change to a totally different color. I love that shit. It's funny. It's funny. But anyways, Featureman does great YouTube videos, great YouTube content, and he gives great lessons, life lessons, for not just people trying to succeed in Hollywood, because he was an actor, but life lessons for people in general in life. You know, learn that you don't always have to be the best or the smartest or the most intelligent or the funniest. You know, if you could like just nip away at little goals in your life and move up, you could be successful without winning anything, as Tom would say. Without winning anything. You could win without winning. And in my opinion, I think Featureman is a role model. I think people should look up to him. I think he's a great ambassador for not just Hollywood, but for the younger generation to look up to and be like, hey, you know what? This man has set a bar up here, not way up here, but like he set the bar kind of high. He wants us to reach that bar and exceed the bar. Excuse me, guys. And be successful. You know, reach your goal. Reach your expectations, you know, for what you're worth. I think all of us are worth something, but most of us never reach that that bar, that echelon. Most of us don't reach it. So, in my opinion, Featureman is a role model. I think he's a great person. Did he make mistakes back in the 70s? Yeah, I guess he did. Like all of us, we've all done wrong in our life. We've all been down the alley of, oh, I fucked up. I screwed screwed this up, screwed that up. You know, but the most important thing is staying true to yourself and your friends and your family, and if you have fans, your fans. Stay true to them. That's it. You know, you don't have to live this perfect, impeccable, you know, life of perfect dreams and blah blah blah. I'm perfect at this, blah blah blah. You don't have to. The most important thing is trying your hardest and your best. Give it your best effort in life. If you make some mistakes, especially younger, when you're young, growing up, that's fine. You don't have to worry. We all make those mistakes, but just learn from those mistakes, improve yourself as a person, and grow up and be better. That's it. That's it. And guys, I appreciate all the support. Any of you guys that sub to me, thank you very much. I appreciate all of that. I love the support, the comments down below in the comment section. I appreciate all of it. And if you guys want a requested video like this one, you got to either leave it down below in the comment section, ask me for a requested video, give me the topic to cover, or you could go to my about section and email me a request. Either way, and I'd be glad to do it. Also, guys, don't forget to not only just subscribe to my channel, but also hit the notification bell. That way you guys know when I'm active, when I'm doing videos or streams, whatever. Hit the notification bell. That helps my channel out a great deal. Plus, hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up button. It really helps a lot. I think that's about it, guys. I am going to cover this stream or this video in this video. That should be it. Sorry, guys, if I'm a little bit slow. Honestly, I've been taking medication for my pain, my neck pain. So, like, if I sometimes slur a little bit or, like, don't speak properly, it's because of the medication. But anyways, guys, you guys all take care. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you on the next stream. Peace out.